Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast, we're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, the clock is ticking. The calendar is winding down. And if you're one of those who's looking to get some of the best deals out there, I have the perfect guest that's joining us for this next segment. We're excited to welcome back Mike Bako to our program today. Mike is the trends editor for Daily National. He's going to help you guys with those last-minute holiday gifts, but also let you know how to make that money stretch a little bit more than maybe it should normally. Mike, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Cyrus, as you mentioned there. And this is that crunch time for a lot of people. Hopefully they've been planning, but if not, we also have some great ideas as well.
Awesome. Love that. Well, Mike, one thing that's a positive is that we're hearing that people are spending as much as they did last year or even more so. How can our audience be able to make the most of that money this year?
Yeah. People, on average, are spending about $800 this holiday season, so that's great for retailers. Certainly, if you just look at some of the other stats, Google Trends data is showing that financial searches for financial matters, those are up 350%. So obviously, that encompasses more than just shopping, but finances and how to pay for things are top of mind for a lot of people. So before you buy anything, it's important to know how you're going to pay for those items, and that's why I love this idea of buy now, pay later. And two platforms that can really help with that are Square and Afterpay. So they're the perfect way to shop for your favorite brands, but also avoid interest and revolving debt. Buy now, pay later offers consumers the ability to split approved purchases into 4 interest-free biweekly payments. Also, with Afterpay, consumers are able to unlock access to things that they want and need without using those expensive credit cards. You schedule your payments, you sync them up with your paycheck. You'll even receive a text message and an email reminder to make sure that you actually have the money in your account, which is great and a great way to leverage that technology. Also, with Square and Afterpay, you can buy now, pay later in person and online, still have that flexibility and control of your money. They've got this great shopping directory on the Afterpay app as well as on afterpay.com.
Man, I love that, Mike, and that definitely is going to help a lot of people. You mentioned as we began the segment about you hoping our audience does have a plan. So if they do have a plan, let's talk about some gift ideas. What are some of the things that are on your radar?
So one of the great things that's on my radar with having 2 kids, they're always running around, they're at the playgrounds, they're starting to do sports, is how do I capture that footage and preserve it? And even if you're just someone at home, you're trying to create your own content creators of all ages, dads, moms, family members, they're going to love this bit of technology that's going to take that video footage and your pictures to the next level. It's the GoPro Hero 11 Black. It features the highest resolution at 5.3K video. Think about this, Cyrus. Anyone listening, if you're watching at home and you see the upgrade for a game that you're watching, it's only going to 4K on your TV. This is 5.3K video. It's fantastic. 27 megapixel photos, 10-bit color depth, the highest level of video stabilization. They've got something called HyperSmooth 5.0, as well as the widest depth of field ever on a GoPro Hero. You also have this great ability to create highlight reels of your footage. You could use the app or the subscription to get unlimited cloud storage. So great all the way around, and the GoPros are just so small. You can take them with you anywhere you go. I've got one that's got a head mount, so my son's going to use that when he's riding his bike, so we'll be able to see that. But you really can use it in many different ways. So you don't have to be always just jumping off of a cliff or skiing down a mountain. It's great for any family or anyone just looking to create and capture some of those moments.
Love that. Well, tech is always a big thing, right, Mike? So, I mean, I think that is also great to hear. What stands out to you as we're kind of thinking about that? I mean, I love the GoPro idea, but anything else when it comes to tech that sticks out for you?
The way that we live our lives now, it begins and ends with smartphones. And with T-Mobile, what's great about their service is they're bringing back this deal for families where you could get 4 lines for $25 per line, which is really a great offer. That means you could switch your whole family over to the T-Mobile Essential Plan for just $100 a month. Gives you great access to the largest and fastest, most reliable 5G network. So no matter where you are in the country, you'll be able to do that. And they also have this great selection of free 5G smartphones. So you could save up to $1,000 on that, and you could also get the latest Samsung Galaxy 5G smartphone.
Mike, that's another great idea, and you're right. We're always doing things on our phone. Last thing I want to ask you about, Mike, is those people who seem to be hard to pick things out for. You have any ideas for maybe those individuals that may be on our list?
Yeah, and if you think about people in your family, you may want to think about people that are socially conscious when it comes to the gift ideas that they want to get, or even them as a consumer. So one of the things that you may want to think about is what happens on Christmas morning or a holiday morning in virtually any house. Gift wrapping, plastic packaging, all over the place, and then it's time for cleanup. Well, there's a company called TerraCycle.com that really takes this sort of idea of things that you can't recycle to the next level. And you could start with their zero waste box. It picks up where local recycling programs stop. So this year, instead of throwing it all away, having it end up in a landfill, we've all seen those horrible videos of what these landfills look like. You could incorporate the holiday decorations zero waste box along with the plastic packaging zero waste box into your festivities. You could do your part to recycle some of the 4.6 million pounds of wrapping paper used in the U.S. each year. Very surprising. That's not actually recyclable. So they've also offer a variety of these boxes to choose from. It's great all year round. Like I mentioned, the company name is TerraCycle, and you could go for more information at TerraCycle.com.
Mike, you always come through. Again, everyone, Mike Bako has been our guest. He's a trend editor for Daily National. You guys can go to dailynational.com for all of these great ideas, too, dailynational.com. Mike, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it, man.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Cyrus.
Hey, more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. And let's go make today amazing. Take care.